honor for me to represent Italy before this General Assembly of the United Nations. An honor that is, however, not light like privilege, but heavy, like the weight of responsibility. Because we live in complex times of continuous emergencies and change, and we cannot afford the luxury of words of circumstance, of lofty principles that have never been realized, of easy choices in place of the right ones. We need to look back at the profound meaning of what gave life to this place, the community of nations and peoples that are reflected in the United Nations Charter of 1945, which was created to find shared solutions that could guarantee peace and prosperity. There are basically two fundamental premises that give meaning to these halls. On one hand, there are nations that exist because they reflect humankind's innate need to feel a sense of belonging to a community, to a certain people, and to be able to share with others the same historical memory, the same laws, the same customs and traditions, in a word, one's identity. On the other hand, there is the aspiration of these nations that are different from each other to find a place where to resolve international disputes through an instrument that may be more difficult to use, but is definitely more effective than resorting to force, that is, the instrument of reason. If these two premises, the nation and reason, are still the foundation of our action, then we must reject the utopistic and self-serving narrative of those who say that a world without nations, without borders, and without identity would be a world without war and conflict. And just as fiercely, we must thwart the return to the use of force as a tool to resolve international conflict. Russia's war of invasion of Ukraine tells us precisely this, that against those who want to take us back to a world of dominion, neo-imperial wars, which we thought we had done away with in the past century, reason can still prevail. And the love of country, the value of the nation, can still be safeguarded beyond the unimaginable. It's up to us, each and every one of us, to decide on what side of history we want to stand in good conscience. But let's not fool ourselves, because this is what's at stake. The choice between nation and chaos, and between reason and prevarication. Italy made a clear choice as to where it stands. It did so out of a sense of justice, and because it is aware of